Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by Isaiah Foster of Holt Football. How's it going, man?
I'm doing good.
Going into this week, getting ready for the playoffs, getting ready for a team like Hartland. Before we get to Hartland, talk about how you guys have been doing so far, because you guys can start off the season well, but you guys have really picked up steam as the season has gone along.
Yeah, we didn't start like the way we wanted to. We played some great teams in the beginning of the year, but I mean that's always like what we try to do over here at Holt. We play great teams at the start to prepare us for the end of the season, and through the latter weeks of the season, we just continue to play hard and fought through a lot of adversity and rolled off a couple of wins to secure a spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, going into that, what kind of really changed for you guys? Because I know the first few weeks of the season was tough, but I believe getting that big win, I believe it was against Grand Ledge.
Yeah.
What was that win? How much confidence did that bring to the team?
I really feel like that was the turning point of our season, because we knew they were a great team coming in, and that win showed us how we stacked up against some of the better teams in our area, and it gave us confidence going through like our conference play, and really just boosted the entire morale of the team.
Really kind of going into this season, it's really just been, offensively, you guys have been strong. Holt is known for a lot of things, and one of those is running the football. What has that been like? Because it's like, you come from, you're just following in, you're just another one of those, another tough running back that Holt has.
Well, yeah, running the ball is something we pride ourselves on. We like to play hard and tough up front, and that's really what wins the games for us, is winning the trenches, really. And like our O-line has been doing great these past couple of games. At the start, it wasn't the best, and they knew that. And then we made a couple switches around, switched our right guard to center, and it just made some great strides for the team. And he was able to lead us, and our offensive line took off from there.
It's really to have the confidence in the O-line. It's really up to the five guys up front. It's really kind of tell if the team's, you can have the talented players up there, but the five guys up front is really where it all starts. It's where the engine room is. So what is it like to have an offensive line like that?
It's great, because you can trust the guys who are creating the holes for you. Like, I know sometimes being back there, if your O-line is not that good, you don't really know when your next opportunity is going to come, so you feel like you have to do more than what you really have to do if you have a great line. Because if you have a great line, you can just be patient behind the line and wait for them to create the hole for you, and as long as you hit it, you'll have great success gaining yards.
Talking about Hartland from your perspective as a running back, they've got a pretty tough defense. I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of film on them. What impresses you about their defense so far that you've watched on
film? Really, they're just tough up front. They fill the gaps fast. They know what they're doing. I mean, it seems like they've played together for a while, but really for us, it's just executing well and doing our job, because we know if we do our job, we have the best possibility to win the game.
Who's really kind of stood out to you that's really been improving in your mind?
I mean, I love all of my guys. They're all great players, but I mean, there's a couple guys in mind. Really, I would have to say Isaiah Denning. He made the move from outside linebacker to middle linebacker for us, and also cornerback Charles Thompson for us. He's made great strides. Really, it's really everybody just trusting each other. I mean, at the start, most of our guys didn't have the varsity experience you would expect from a school like Holt, and it just took a couple games for everybody to just trust each other, because that's what really leads a team, is trust. Once you can trust the guy next to you that they're going to do their job, you can do your job more easily and know that your guy has your back.
When you play, talking about in the playoffs, where it matters most, and I talked to coach about this last night. To have it at home, that's a big advantage for you guys, playing a team like Hartland.
Yeah, it's always great to, host a playoff game because not many teams can do that. Not many teams make the playoffs in general. So being able to host just shows like all the hard work you put in throughout the summer and throughout the season is paying off.
So going into that, because the other advantage is that as at home, and I know Coach mentioned this last night as well, is that you don't have to travel far. You have the same routine, so you can you go home after school, take care of all the things that you need to do, and then go get ready for the game. Not have to worry about because when you travel all these far distances, you have to leave early and all that stuff. How big of it to have like one of those just a normal schedule? It's like even when you're on the road, not all the opponents are that far away from you guys.
Yeah, it's just like it's really a mindset thing. Like like if I have the mindset of, oh, I'm in my backyard, I'm in my home, like you just have more confidence knowing that everybody's coming to see you play and everybody's with you rather than, going on the road, you're in unfamiliar territory. So at times it can be uncomfortable and hard to think about the game when there's so much more outside of the stadium and yeah, many outstanding circumstances. So just being at home just creates familiarity and like a comfortability for most of our players.
How do you feel like you've gotten better as a player this year?
Um, I mean, really, I would say like probably my leadership. Coming in, I knew I was only one of our only returning starters, so I knew I'd have to step up and lead these guys and show them the way. And they've done a great job. Like they're great players, so they made great strides themselves. But I feel like when I play better, I feel like I have the ability for others to follow me and do better as well. So yeah, it's just great.
Yeah. Um, to have the season that you did, I mean, this matchup seems so similar. Both teams started off, I think started off not so well and then picked up throughout the year. It's going to be a very similar game, but what do you guys need to do for you guys to come out on top?
Um, Really, at this time in the playoffs, I mean, it's not really about skill; it's about execution. Like everybody has good players, but if you can execute up front and everybody does their job, you can have the greatest chance to win the games.
Um, okay, best memory you've had from playing football. This could go back from when you first started to something this season.
mm, I don't know. I've been playing football for a while.
I asked. It's like
Let's
is
see.
there like one moment that sticks out?
Um, I don't know. I mean, this is probably something internally, like with me and my brother, but like in like Rocket football, like we would always make bets to see like who would score more touchdowns. So like his sixth grade year, he scored like 20 touchdowns, and then in my sixth grade year, I beat him by like 2 touchdowns. So it was like always great to when he comes home for like Thanksgiving and Christmas, I can brag in his face like I scored more than you.
Yeah. And last thing is, what's the chemistry just like between you guys? I mean, from the last few weeks of the season, you guys have been really, really clicking right now.
Um, I really would say that would just come from growing up together. I mean, me personally, I didn't move to Holt till seventh grade, but like those guys have been together their entire life, and I'm not really like I'm not really I don't like I like to be comforted, and I felt like they did that well and just brought me in as a whole, and it just feels like a family. Like everybody trusts one another. There's no like really. I mean, there's fighting because like I mean we're a team. It happens, but it's about how you face adversity and how you can come together and build off of that and become a better team.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Isaiah Foster, thank you for spending a few minutes with us to talk about this, and good luck tomorrow against Hartland.
Yes, sir. Thank you.